Assalamualaikum, my name is MOHAMAD NASHRUDDIN bin HASNAN. My metric number is AY9A0304. Today I will explain about introduction. So, definition of statistic is the science of data statistic. It consists of data collection, description, analysis, and interpretation. Business statistics are mainly intended to determine the attribute of an individual demographic in the business sector, whether the population is person, item, or knowledge sets. A population is a whole set of record, and every individual survey is typically just a part of the population. Usually, the topic of market statistics includes mathematical research, descriptive statistics, like likelihood and distribution, theories and intervals of confidence checking, linear regression, and correlation. The objective of this study is to find out the relationship between dependent variable and independent variable. The dependent.
Hi, my name is Muhammad HAFIZ bin Muhammad HASSAN. Number metric K19A0276. Today I want to explain the data description 1.0. The data description have the number of fatal accidents and the total of deaths. So we see here the table of statistics in types of accident and injuries in years 2017, 2018, and 2019. This table recorded 2017, the number of fatal, the total of deaths for another states, and 2018 also recorded the same things. 2019 also recorded the same thing. So we see here the class width for the number of fatal. So the formula of class width classes is max entry over number of classes. So max entry is 1057 minus 60 and divide by 6, and we got the answer 164.5. The total of deaths, the class width seems like the number of fatal, max entry minus mean entry divide by number of classes. So we got 1087 minus 62 divide by 6, and we got the answer 170.83 or 171. Alright, this one the table show the number of fatal accident. So we conclude the lower boundary refer to the table. The table have classes: frequency, cumulative frequency, lower boundary, upper boundary, and midpoint. So lower boundary formula is lower limits minus 0.5. Lower limits is 60 minus 0.5, and we got 59.5. So the upper boundary formula is upper limits plus 0.5 equal to 226 plus 0.5. The answer is 226.5. So the midpoint, the lower boundary, we see here, lower boundary plus upper boundary divide by 2, we got 59.5 plus 226.5 divide by 2, we got the answer 143. Right. We move to the number of deaths. The number of deaths is the same table like the number of fatal accident, and then we see here the classes. is exchange 62 2241 242 421 422 to 601 602 to 781 782 to 961 962 to 1141. Alright, we go through to lower boundary. Lower boundary formula is the same. Lower limits minus 0.5. We see here 62 minus 0.5, so we got 61.5. This is the example. And then 242 241.5, 421.5, 601.5, 781.5, and 961.5. Upper boundary, upper limits minus upper limits plus 0.5, so 241 plus 0.5, we got the answer 241.5. And then the midpoint. The midpoint formula is lower boundary plus upper boundary divided by 261.5 plus 241.5 divided by 2, we got the answer 151.5. So we move to 2.0 graphical methods. So graphical methods have a two graph, which is a polygon and histogram. And then we see here a frequency polygon is a line graph that emphasizes the continuous change in the frequencies. The below show the table and graph that represent frequency polygon. So this is the graph of frequency polygon. Refer to the table 143 for midpoint, and we got 7 for frequency. 310 for midpoint, we got 19 frequency. 477 for midpoint, we got 8 frequency. 644 for midpoint, we got 3 for frequency. 811 for midpoint, we got 0.40 for frequency. 978 for midpoint, we got 4 for frequency. 1145 only in the table. And then we move to histogram. A histogram is a bar graph that represents the frequency distribution of a data set. Below show the table and graph that represent frequency polygon. Alright, this one is histogram. Histogram in axis X frequency, in axis Y is the midpoint total of fatal accident in 1000. And then 143 for midpoint, we got 7 for frequency. 310 for midpoint, we got 19 frequency. 477 for midpoint, we got 8 for frequency. 644 for midpoint, we got 3 for frequency. 811 for midpoint, we got 0 for frequency. 978 for midpoint, we got 4 for frequency. 1145 for midpoint, we got 1 for frequency. That's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Muhammad Afiq bin Muhammad Zahir. My matrix number is A19A0291. So for this part, I will be presenting about the numerical descriptive measure, which include measures of central tendency, measures of variation, measures of position, and shapes of distribution for the total number of fatal accident and total of death. So first, the measures of central tendency for the number of fatal accident is, for the mean, I got 421.333, for the median 349.553, and for the mode 313.630. So the second one is the measures of variation for the total number of fatal accident is, for the sample variance, I got 66,208.033, and the sample of standard deviation is 257.309. For the measures of position for the total number of fatal accident, for the first quartile is 257.263, for the second quartile 349.553, for the third quartile 508.313, and the interquartile range 251.05. And the shape of distribution for the total number of fatal accident is the mean is greater than median and the median is greater than mode, therefore it is skewed to the right. So now let's see the measures of central tendency for total of death. So for the mean, I got 464.357 and median 385.5 and the mode 331.5. For the measures of variation, for the sample variance, I got 85,440.418 and the sample of standard deviation is 292.302. And the measures of position for the first quartile is 295.5, for the second quartile 385.5, the third quartile 571.5, and the interquartile range 312. And the shapes of distribution for the total of death is mean 464.357 is greater than the median, which is 385.5, which is greater than mode 331.5. Therefore, it is skewed to the right. That's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, Assalamualaikum. My name is Haiqal Alif bin MASRI. My numeric A19A0165. Today I will present about 4.0 measure of the number of fatal accident and measure of total of death. Let's go to 4.1 measure of the number of fatal accident. Look at table 4.11 measure of central tendency. So the mean of the number of fatal accident is about 421.333. So the median for the number of fatal accident is about 349.553. The mode for the number of fatal accident is about 481.43. This is because the mode is the same with the mean of fatal accident. Let's go to 412 measure of variation range 1395. Therefore the sample variance is about 56,208.0.33 and the sample standard deviation is about 257.309. 4.13 measure of position. First quartile 257.263, second quartile 349.553, third quartile 58.313, interquartile range 251.05. 4.14 shape of distribution, mean to median to mode 481.43 to 349.553 to 481.43, therefore is equal to the right. Measure of total of death. 4.21 measure of total tendency. Look at the table. So the mean of the total of death is about 464.357. So the median for the total of death is about 385.5. So the mode for the total of death is about 331.5. So table 4.22 measure of variation range 1079. Therefore the sample variance is 85,440.418. Sample standard deviation is 292.302. So 4.23 measure of position. First 59.5, quarter number 2 385.5, third quarter 571.5, into quarter range 312. Shape of distribution, mean, median, mode 464.357 to 385.5 to 331.5, therefore is equal to the right. The first quarter recorded 259.5, the second quarter recorded 385.5, and the interquartile range recorded 31. Okay, thank you. Now I want to pass to Arif.
Assalamualaikum and a very good evening. I am Alif LUKMAN bin YUSOFF and I will be presenting statistic analysis. Okay. For our For our topic, we have run the SPSS, and this is the data that we got. The first one is descriptive analysis, which includes the n, the range, minimum, maximum, sum, mean, and standard deviation. Also, variance, skewness, and kurtosis. This is the data that we get, and I will explain the table before. The sample variance of accident 19 is 80805.104, and death 19 is 8472.8.269. The sample standard deviation of accident 19 is 284.262, and the death 19 is 219.081. The sample range of accident 19 is 953, and death 19 is 978. The sample mean of accident 19 is 417.79, and death 19 is 440.50. The sample median of accident 19 is 338.00, and death 19 is 353.50. And lastly, the sample mode of accident 19 is 71, and death 19 is 76. That's all. That's all from me. Thank you.
Now I will talk about conclusion. In this subject, we can know how to calculate and solve the secondary data from other sources, such as internet, book, newspaper, and else. We can understand the concept and method of calculating business statistics. Statistical thinking requires a carefully studied design to get the concrete information to respond to a focused question of science. An in-depth review of data model and calculation which go beyond the data observed.